Sanibonani guys, welcome back to yet another video. After watching the latest episode of The Mommy Club, I expected people to be feeling sorry for Upheladi, but listen, people are not here for it, guys. People are just like, hey bo, we watched you bullying Unoxi through and through, and now when it's your turn, you expect us to be feeling, or people want us to be feeling sorry for Upheladi. Hey guys, but anyway, let's start it from the beginning, guys, of the episode. Now we see Happy. She is kind of doing some sorts of interview with the new nanny. And I must say, anyway, my first question was, how much was Happy paying Shalom for Shalom to blue tick umsebenzi nje kanjalo? Because I'm asking myself, guys, that house is big. When Happy was mentioning to that new lady who's supposedly going to be a helper, the amount of things she must do, I'm like, guys, we all, I felt like that is a lot of work. And I'm curious to find out, Uguti, how much is a person getting paid for that amount of work? Because in my head, I'm just thinking, if you got that amount of work, maybe you're getting paid over 10K as a salary. And if that was the case, then Ushalom, why would she bruti kumsebenzi if she was getting a lot of work? Guys, did you see how big Happy's house is? It's tiled. Most of the things are wide or colorful, which means if something's dirty, you're probably gonna see it. She must clean the house. She must take care of the kids. Bonke, all three of them. Mind you, there's the lost born guy Happy, which needs extra care. Okay? Number 3, there's still washing that needs to be done, guys. And then dishes, because I'm going to separate these things. These things are not the same. Then there's dishes. On top of that, cooking. Guys, no. That is too much. And I'm just like, nah, guys. Now I just want to know, how much are you paying this woman for the amount of work that you're giving her? And then on top of that, still saying, I don't want you to be comfortable because this is not your house. This is not your mother's house. Yes, guys, I get it. Uguti, as a helper, you don't want your helper to be that comfortable to the extent she's just going to sit and not do work. But I just feel like give the person a chance. Like, why are you saying that before? I feel like saying that beforehand is definitely going to keep the person on their toes for their duration here, because already they have the mindset, I need to behave. Yes, you need to behave, but I'm just like, come on, man, give the girl a break or something. I didn't appreciate that conversation, and quite frankly, I really would like to know how much she pays her helpers for that amount of work. You need at least a minimum of 2 helpers, and then for Happy to say, okay, fine, I'm gonna call you an Uber, but I'm going to deduct it from your salary. She laughed about it. Well, Happy laughed about it, so I don't know if she was serious, but she did not say she's joking. That's where I just saw Happy. I don't think she's a good employer, guys. I don't want to lie. Once an employer starts saying, I'm going to deduct things from your salary. Boy, what do you mean? So, that lady didn't even ask for an Uber. She didn't ask for an Uber. So for you to unkhetela ukuthi uzongihambisa nge-Uber, then you want to deduct it. If a glass breaks, you want to deduct from my salary. If I burn something, burn a shirt, you want to deduct from, guys, nah, I can't fathom employers who want to constantly deduct from your salary small mistakes, or put you into situations and then want to deduct from your salary. Engas, when we plan it, no, I'm things shame. Anyway, guys, the meat of the episode. Remember Pelunoxi last week said she is having an event. She invited all the ladies, which, by the way, I don't even get to what was that event about? Because Unopsi just called people. She should have just said, I want us to go and chill as ladies or something. What event was that? I don't even get. She didn't even get an opportunity, or she did get an opportunity, but she didn't say, okay, ladies, I'm calling you guys here for what, for what. I just felt, I zisuka nje from Rosette's comments, from Rosette saying to Mrs. J, okay, you're Mrs. J, but what's your name? I'm just like, what do you mean? Ukuthi? Well, she didn't say what's your name, but she kind of insinuated, okay, you introducing yourself as Mrs. J, but like igama esingabiza ngalo. I'm like, what do you mean, Rosette? If I introduce myself as Mrs. J, you better address me as Mrs. J, because why would I introduce myself by a name I'm not comfortable with? I just saw ukuthi hayi iplaniwe lento. Iplaniwe. And one thing about Rosette, guys, she knows how to stir the pot, because kusaqalwa nje. Tell me ukuthi why it was giving interview type of vibes. I low-key wished ukuthi Rosette was maybe the one, or could be the one who could be hired as the reunion host, because I kind of feel like Rosette is kind of level-minded, and I took that from the conversation she had with Unoksi a couple of weeks ago. When her friend was wrong, she knew how to tell her friend, friend, you are wrong there. When other people are wrong, she knew how to say, you are wrong. And one thing about Rosette, guys, it looks like arasabi muntu. But from there, I saw, zizokhala namhlanje, you guys. All the ladies get in there fine. But Rosette also questioned, how are you mingling, or how are you guys finding this new setup with the new mommies? Shemu Peladi boiling from the things that were happy told her. She's busy talking about parables there, talking about honor, obviously speaking about Mrs. J. Manja Mrs. J caught on ukuthi ukhulunywa ngami lana. Mrs. J said ukuthi Nina, don't think just because I look like a sweet face, I've got a sweet voice, ningakhohlwa ukuthi mina ngivele kasi, okay? She said to uPeladi, listen, khuluma ngesifuba. Speak with their chest. If you're speaking to me, speak to me. If you want to say what you want to say clearly, don't, beat around the bush. Opeladi eventually says, okay, fine. She puts it on the table. Hey, Pela Mr. when you went and had a conversation no happy about me, you didn't even get the facts right about me dating a married man and whatnot. One thing about Mrs. J, guys, uzoyimela into yakhe. Uzoyimela, and listen, she stood her ground for what she said. I'm just like, Mrs. Sunday, are you taking notes? If you have the chest to speak about something in someone's absence, you better have the chest to address it when that person decides to come and confront you. But listen, guys, I do kind of feel like Mrs. J's response was just, I felt like when they got cool. When they got cool, and she herself felt it, you guys, and hence she was feeling bad about it. I just feel like she was being, it was just too much. It was too much. And the thing is, I kind of get why she felt as if it was too much, because the way Indaba was coming out now was as if Mrs. J was gossiping about uPeladi, and that was not the case. Also, maybe Mrs. J didn't appreciate why uzangamakona, why you just not dlalaring it on the table and say you heard this about me. Now, guys, I'm just gonna say, in this whole thing, I feel like Happy is the instigator. No. And she's sitting there as if she's innocent. I feel like Happy's the instigator. Because when Mrs. J had this conversation with Happy, she was not trying to gossip about Upeladi. She went to Happy because she felt like Happy was the person who was closest or closer to Upeladi. She had intentions, Mrs. J had intentions of going to speak with Upeladi, or either getting Happy or one of them to speak with Upeladi. Happy now, she's the one who ruined the whole thing by going to tell Upeladi. Why couldn't she just wait for Mrs. J to address the matter and just keep quiet? Because by Happy going before Mrs. J went, now it's seeming as if it's gossip. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I just feel like Happy is the wrong one in all of this, because it was not gossip when it was being spoken about in that light. But anyway, yo, guys, Mrs. J, Mrs. J is busy like, hey, umbheke kahle. Hey, don't speak to me like that. Don't shush me. One thing about Mrs. J, ne, I feel like she has a mentality yokuthi I'm not a kid. I'm not a kid, and nonke lana. Libana. I feel like she treats them like that because I noticed the group's reaction towards Mrs. J was quite they did try and maintain their respect, and Mrs. J tried, she came for all of them, but she said ukuthi nonke niyaphuza lana, I'm always dealing with you guys being intoxicated and whatnot. No one could even, well, some people tried to say ukuthi no, why are you judging us, but they knew ukuthi vele they are always drunk. The only person, or let me not say drunk, intoxicated, the only person who admitted it is Unoxi in her diary session and said, "Vele mnganami, you're not telling lies." But I guess maybe it's an age thing because she does seem a bit older and a bit mature than the rest of the other group. And maybe that's why they were a bit silent to the way she was reacting, the way she was overreacting in a sense. But she does call Upeladi Mugwanti. Wapitori, you guys. And she goes further to say, Wuti, that's why your husband took the kids, because he saw through you. Oh, guys, hi, when she said that, I am just going to be honest, that was a low blow. No, Mrs. J, that was a low blow. We might say Wuti Yesu Peladi was bullying what, and I feel like, you know, those people who like fighting and they bring in personal things, and they bring in personal things on purpose to shut you. Vele Leyondo was going to shut Upeladi. It can either do two things to a person. Either it's going to shut you, you guys, because that's really deep, or number two, it's going to end up in a situation where you're going to end up throwing hands on another person. So you know what? I'm going to commend Upeladi for just keeping quiet, because if it was another person, if it was happy, listen, that champagne or whatever they were drinking would have went in Mrs. J's face or whoever was there. But anyway, Upeladi kept quiet, and I've never seen Upeladi so shattered, you guys. I've never seen her so shattered. I've never seen her so quiet, because that hit deep. I was just like, no, Mrs. J, there was many things you could have said. And never mind, because I saw other people saying, no, but Peladi has came for Noxi's husband. The rest of the ladies, they have kind of insinuated Ugutu Nox is also a prostitute. Because remember when Unoxi got up when they were at Limpopo, Unokuzan Uvuyi said Oxford. So when she said Oxford Road, what was she trying to say? She was trying to say Unox is behaving or giving prostitute type of vibes. But I just don't want that. I don't like that for Mrs. J. So for the fact someone else can do something, I don't think it's permissible for some people to get away from it or to get away with it, because it's just not what we view you as. So even though people are like, yes, Mrs. J matched to Peladi's energy, I don't like it for Mrs. J. And that's why I just feel like, Mrs. J, you kind of took it too far. There's other things you could have said, just not using that liner. I get one. Mrs. J is busy saying, we are Puma. She's going out. Ubani Unoxi follows her and says, Mgani, you can't leave now. Can't you see what boy, you are on their necks. Listen, you are winning that fight. Go back in there. Got to Unoxi. Azusil. Noxi was feeling, as if, her day had come where she finally had saw or witnessed her bully taking a few punches. But listen, guys, I even felt that group, I shamed. Remember when Upeladi was coming for Unoxi, how everyone was basically ganging up on Unoxi. Now that Mrs. J is coming for Upeladi, all of a sudden everyone's making it seem as if I'm just like, hey, you guys, you'll have double standards. Why didn't y'all give Unoxi the support the way you're giving Upeladi the support? I was anyway just proud of Mrs. Sunday sitting there, busy, quiet, you guys. But then I just felt like she should have left Upeladi to leave. I honestly wish Upeladi should have left. I don't like people who force people, or not force, but convince people to remain in situations that are not good for them. I feel like she should have left. Mrs. Sunday should have left Upeladi to leave and go and cool off. Because after that, what was Upeladi going to say, you guys? That is still very much a sensitive issue for you to be, So I don't know why Mrs. Sunday was busy saying Wuti she must stay behind. Anyway, guys, in all it was quite chaotic. In all of that, uvuyi get busy speaking to Upeladi because Upeladi gets up and says, whenever Mrs. Shay is going to talk, I'm going to excuse myself. Uvuyi follows Upeladi and basically saying to her, no, as long as the wife did not find out, you were respectful. What? I'm just like Uvuyi por. Like she just erased all of those previous scenes where she was being a nice friend for Uhappy and the daughter. I'm just like, oh, Vui, didn't she say with her husband, you guys also had like a similar situation or happy with a side chick? And here she is busy condoning Ulokuzana, Peladi's behavior, as long as the wife then find out, what difference does it make? And then Peladi is still saying we in Africa. So guys, just because we're in Africa, we must accept such things. We must keep the men accountable, but we must also keep the side chicks accountable because they entered these things with consent and consensually. So both parties must be held reliable. But anyway, Ulokuzana, Upeladi says, is there anything wrong with being with someone you love? Is there a sin in it? I'm like, yes, ma'am, there is something wrong. Once she said that statement in her diary session, I just kind of felt like this lady is probably not sorry about dating married men. Because what do you mean? Is there something wrong with being in a relationship with someone you love? Hi, Bo, is love not a choice? Hi, guys, what do you mean? So I'm saying she probably said whatever she said, but I feel like we're happy. But no, we were kind of like condoning her behavior to say, this is life, this is Africa. Hey, in South Africa, how many side chicks and whatnot? The fact that the masses are doing it, you guys, it doesn't make it a right thing to do. But anyway, that was that. There was a Mininyana scene where Happy and Rosette were kind of having, or Rosette says, when Happy, I heard what you said, which married or dating or marrying a white guy isn't an achievement. Guys, I was just like, Happy has met her match with Rosette, and I need this to repeat where Happy and Rosette are going to be face to face because Happy sometimes I'm just like, especially this season, Happy and Uvui, I feel like they are slowly becoming Mrs. Sunday with no backbones. Because Happy, she was there. One thing when she's with Mrs. J, was she not the one saying with Uvele it's wrong to date married men and then when she's with Upeladi, she's like, no, what's that? I'm just like, no, stand for something. Do you understand what I'm saying? And Uvui as well. I'm just like, Happy and Uvui bang this season because I abai support I worse. The two of them who happy, then Uvui are raising teenagers. So when their daughter starts that behavior, are they going to be fine with it? Aye, man. Lastly, guys, we see when Mrs. J goes and see her mother. You can see she really is feeling guilty about the way things went down. And guys, your conscience will never lie to you. Your conscience will never lie to you, and that's why I'm saying, Wuti, even though people are busy saying, yes, Mrs. J, you put Upeladi in a place, that is not who she is, you guys. And that's why Unembeza Waike is telling her and making her feel guilty because that's not who you are. To someone else, that might be fine, but But her mother, guys, what a blessing it is to have someone in your life who's going to respectfully tell you the truth. Because the advice that her mother gave her, guys, golden, and I loved that for her. So I really hope Mrs. J is going to approach this in a good light because I do think she owes Upeladi an apology for that. Like woman to woman, guys, like when it comes to kids, don't touch people's kids. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I really do feel like she owes her an apology. I hope she apologizes. But one thing I've noticed about Mrs. J Mrs. J akafuna ukutshelwa, guys, akafuna ukutshelwa wamzela ngamakona. It's like it's like she's got an anger, a temperament issue or something like that. So I really hope they can just sort this out. But really, I don't see Upeladi coming back from this one in terms of them building a friendship. But anyway, let's park it right there because that's where the episode ends. Guys, you tell me your thoughts on this. Please do make sure you like the video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge. And I'll see you guys on the next one.